I'm not with the alpha and beta stuff, so I don't even have an answer for that. But what I will say is that you know, performing Felicia does not put you in a dominating position. You heard?
I
She's
disagree.
looking down on. Hold on, I'm gonna give you time. I'm gonna give you a time, AP.
Go
Now, I mean,
ahead.
I feel like it's not. I don't want to say it's a submissive position per se, but I definitely don't feel like it's a dominating position where she's looking down on you. She could have her hand on top of your head, pushing your shit inside. You know what I mean? Now, that's not to say that I've never had that done to me or anything like that. But like I said, I don't do that to just any chick, and I'm not just doing that to any chick who hasn't earned it. You know what I mean? So I'll put myself in that position, and like Professor McTow said, I'll make myself vulnerable and put myself in that position. But I definitely don't think that's a dominating position. Do you disagree, AP? You think that's
let me insert this game and then I'm out.
That's a dominating position? Let me know.
When LeBron James is on the basketball court and he dunking at will, he's shooting jumpers at will, he's stealing the ball at will, he making passes at will. That's sexual experiences that you giving a woman. And if I'm dominating a woman's body, whether I'm kissing her, touching her, fucking her, humping her, stabbing her, twisting her, slapping her, I'm dominating this bitch. And everything that I'm doing is fucking her up here. She like, this nigga is amazing. So then when I go say, hey, I was looking at this car, go to the bank and give me a cashier's check, say less. So if that ain't domination, I don't know what it is. And I want to go back to what he said about why women like it done. You might get women that want to belittle a man because they want a little power trip and they want to make a nigga eat the box or whatever. But majority of women, and if there's women in the chat, y'all can answer if I'm right or not. Most women only come off of clitoral stimulation. No matter how much humping and pumping you doing, majority of women only can come off of
you know why though?
Stimulation. Go ahead.
You know why? Because most guys can't last longer than 2 minutes. That's why.
But
you can eat a pussy. You can eat a pussy you can eat a bitch pussy for 45 minutes, but most guys be so wrapped up in women, and women know this. Most guys, like most of their sexual experiences is garbage, right? Yeah. Most of the time, right? A guy can't last a minute in that ass, right? That's why. At least that's what I believe, right?
Hey, one more time. Get out of here. I want to leave for real.
All right.
But what you just said, bro, trust me, if you doing that for 45 minutes, you trash at it. Because you can get a chick to come like this if you know what you're doing down there. So you get her off in a second off of some good head game. But then you can pipe her for 15 minutes. That's why you got to last longer to get her off. Now I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
Let them know where they can find you, man. We got to do this again.
Player for Life is the channel. AP Player for Life is the IG. Fuck with me if you can, y'all. Respect everybody. Peace.
All right, fam.
Peace. I mean, in my personal opinion, I think women want both, to be honest with you, because what AP was saying before he departed is in part true. A lot of women, because I talk to a lot of women, they do say that they don't get off, they don't have vaginal orgasms. And so, and shit that I know one chick, this bitch, her motherfucking clit don't even work. I'm not even sure how she get off. But that's a whole nother story. But just to summarize, I think chicks want both. And I wouldn't necessarily say that eating pussy is necessarily alpha or beta. It's really about how you go about it. I'm a creative nigga. I don't want to be laying on my stomach feeling like Serpentor and shit. So I'll tie a bitch to the table and put her ass on a big ass plate, you know what I'm saying, and have a BDMS BDSM dinner scene, is some shit like that. But it's not something that I'm gonna be doing with every chick that I smash. And it's a lot of criteria before I even get to doing anything like that with a female. Because another thing that AP said before he departed is a lot of dudes, and myself included to a degree, have a stigma about eating pussy because we know that bitches done fucked other dudes, and chances are, whether the guy had a condom on or not, he in all likelihood skeeted in the pussy. It's the same reason why we don't. It's the same reason why we don't kiss every bitch that we deal with. You know what I'm saying? So really, what I'm saying, as guys, you have to the same way we disregard a bitch body count, what I'm saying, is you have to disregard the same thing when it comes to kissing or eating pussy.
Right. Everything's a skill, man. If you want to get good at something, you gotta learn about, and you also gotta practice too, right?
Yeah,
right.
But that's another thing. In finishing up, that's another thing. You got to be good at the shit too. You can't be trash.
Fact.
Hey, so why y'all think that women hold on when they find a woman, when a woman find a man that can like lay pipe real good, like they can fuck him real good? Why y'all think she hold on to him forever if she can and cheat on her husband and all with this? But this just goes to show you that women don't really have good dick like that. Like they don't have access. They have access to all type of sexual experiences. Yeah. A woman can get sex anytime she want, but a good man that can lay pipe good, they'll hold on to a motherfucker like that forever. That's why. Fact. You see what I'm saying?
That's facts. I agree with that because I got
that's what I'm saying. That's why you can't. Right, that's why women. That's why I believe women don't come when they say, "Oh, most women can't come from intercourse like that." I believe that's the reason. It's because most of the sex they get is wet.
I just spoke on that very same thing. As a matter of fact, it's a post in my story saying essentially what you just said, Dre, is the reason why most dudes get cheated on is because they can't fuck.
Right.
And part of them not being able to fuck is they dick game is trash. And it's not necessarily about how long you fuck her. It's about how you get her to them involuntary pussy spasms. Because that can't be faked.
Let's go. Fake orgasms. That might have to be another episode, man. Real quick, shout out to Mahogany Roots. Appreciate you for coming through. Shout out to Hey, It's Me. Appreciate you for staying active in the chat. McCann, you already know. Muadi, staying active, man. We got another guest on the panel. My brother, my big bro, my super friend brethren, Mr. LDA. Go ahead, introduce yourself to the people, Mr. LDA.
What's going on? I can't talk much when I'm actually at work, so I'm going to chime in a little bit. Salute to the panel. Salute to everybody on there. Blessings to everyone. Y'all got an interesting conversation here about stroke game and who eats the kitty cat and who doesn't, which is quite interesting, to say the least. But something that Top just said, that a lot of guys' stroke game is not in place. But I want to say, before the stroke game takes place, I already stroked her mind. So by the time I pull it out, she's already about to come. So I think a lot of times we got to put the mental. Professor MGTOW attested this. You have to put the mental with the physical to actually take her soul or to take her to another level. Now, as far as with the things, as far as with eating the cat or not, I think that's up to a man's discretion on what he does. A lot of times we are judging a man on what he does inside of his bedroom versus what we're doing in our own bedroom. Everybody have their own reasons why they do it and what they do not do it, but a lot of guys are not good at it at all. So that's the reason why the woman don't want you to do it. I didn't talk to many a woman. I didn't did a lot of things. So I think when we need to come to conclude, I don't want to say conclusion, but something to think about is, are you proficient in it, or are you just an amateur? Or are you doing it? Are you not saying this because you don't want to be embarrassed in front of the brother that you do this, as AP was talking about? But the thing of it, when it comes down to it, beyond the physical part, have you sexually formatted her before the act take place? That makes her come faster than anything else, is when you sexually format her with your words, with what you say, that when you touch her on Friday and you talk to her on Monday, she's all ready to go. Or you meet her that day, you meet her on Tuesday night, she's already hot and wet and ready to do whatever you want to do. Most guys don't have a mental dick game. And so they miss out on having true interaction with the woman because they're stuck on the physical. Now, you do need to have your physical stroke together. Don't get me wrong. But I must emphasize, a lot of guys do not have the mental part. They have not captured a woman's mind. I'm gonna be quiet right now.
Yeah, that's facts. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that.
Hey, yo, TOP, tap into that comment I put up there. Doreen Gartrell said you can fake a pussy spasm, but you shouldn't want to unless it's money or love. What you guys say about that?
She said money or love.
I disagree. I mean, it's a difference between the pussy gripping and the shit actually involuntarily spasming. It happens just like when you have a muscle spasm. It's not something that you can control. You actually have to sit there and wait for the shit to stop.
That's why it's called a spasm, right?
and how you get to it is you actually have to be attentive sexually toward the woman, which is also something that a lot of guys is lacking. And when I say attentive, I don't mean be coochie coo with the woman. I mean pay attention to her body responses to what the fuck you doing to her. You know what I'm saying? Locate where her G-spot is. Understand that ain't the only spot that she get off in her pussy. Sometimes you gotta pull the dick out and smack her on the clip with the motherfucker. But it's just my conclusion. It's just my conclusion based on the conversations I've had with women who've also said to me that they don't normally have vaginal orgasms. And I've concluded that it's because they have a lot of trash sex.
Yeah.
Hey, before we go any further,
hey, another thing too, what she said about faking, you can't fake the submission you get after we put it down. You can't fake dreamy eyes. You can't fake shit like that.
You can't fake what I call the induced restless leg syndrome, when the bitch is trying to get up and walk and she damn near fall and kill herself. And you have to remind her, look, bitch, sit down, because I ain't trying to catch a charge right now. Let your leg calm down for a minute. I know you wasn't ready to get hit like that with this Scud missile, bitch, but you know.
Yo, real quick. We got Afi in the backstage, man. I need somebody to volunteer they time off the panel, man, so I can get Afi.
I'm about to hop off right now, man. So thank you for having on me. It's a very, very good topic, very important topic, man.
Man. Yeah, I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Yo, for sure, man. Before Afi come on here, tell him what's up, man. That's a brother right there. Thanks for all of y'all have me on here. It's a good ass topic, but like LDA said, to me, that's the most important thing. It's the mental. Mental trumps everything. You know what I'm saying? Because for example, sometimes the game is not sleeping with her. Sometimes the game is not fucking a bitch. It ain't always about fucking her. So it's all mental.
You got three different pussies, man.
Exactly.
That's facts.
Exactly. Well, you guys have a good one. I'm gonna be listening in, but I'm about to go out and have me some dinner. Y'all be blessed.
All right, man. Be easy.
Salute, Professor.
No doubt.
All right.
No doubt.
That's my guy, man. He a deep brother to be the age he is.
Yeah, he only 30 years old, right? Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Salute, King Fee.
Raw game, man. What you got? First of all, introduce yourself to the people.
Yo.
For those that don't know you, I don't know who don't, but for those that don't know you, man, introduce yourself to the people.
What up? Shout out to Professor 2 and AP. It's Mr. Expo Level Gang, Alpha Kingdom, Dominance Mindset Raw Gang. Put a fire sign in the chat. That's what y'all should do.
Off top.
Go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it now.
Hey, yo, before you get into it real quick, I missed the super chat real quick. Shout out to Ali Lewis, the $5 super chat. They said, who has the power, the person committing the act or receiving? What's the panel's opinion? All right, so we're going to get to that after you finish saying what you got to say. Go ahead.
Oh, man, I'm just checking in right now, man.
Go ahead, fire sign. Just because you stepped in. Go ahead, man. Yeah. Fire signs, fire trucks, and firemen. Let's go.
No, I'm not. See, my angle is different than everyone else's, I feel like. And it's because of this. I'm not going to say it's alpha or beta. I'm just going to say I don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. It just don't work for me. Like like I get what AP said, like, you feel me? Some women need that, and if you're not doing that, you missing out. The woman may be missing out on an orgasm that she could get from somebody else. I understand all of that. But see, where I'm at a point in my life I can't even afford to have a woman own me like that. You see, I got shit to do. I can't afford to be putting my special tricks. Why? So I can have chicks on me, want to be my girlfriend all the time, 5, 6, 7. If I'm doing all of that shit, I can't afford that, man. I already know what that life is about, man. So, and at the end of the day, it don't do nothing for me. So I don't do shit that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be things when you deal with a woman that she like about you and you like about her and vice versa. That's just going to be one of the things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be the point of me doing that when I'm not passionate about it? Just so she can say I did it when I didn't do a good job, right? She going to get tired of that. So why not even open the door and put myself in that position? You feel me? I can't please a woman if I'm not pleased doing what I'm doing.
Shit.
You see, I gotta be. Yeah, man, I gotta be pleased first. So if I ain't pleased first, I can't please you. You know what I'm saying? So I can do it otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I'm with LDA. I'm with the mind game, man, and that's all a part of it. You know what I'm saying? It's for me, that kind of shit gives me more pleasure than sex on certain levels. On certain levels, it does, man, because you know, a woman can call you daddy, and while you have sex with her, and make you feel like a champion, man. But when you deal with a woman and you know how she think, and you know she gonna do what she do before she do it, and you can do things and she can react the way that you plan for her to, it's a level, bro. That's an orgasm, bro, right there. And you may be missing out on it because you haven't experienced it. But once you experience these kind of orgasms, man, I'm telling you, bro, that's why, I mean, it's deep. I mean, that's why cats be like doing coats and shit. Like, do you realize what kind of gratification they get from control? That's why it ain't just because they want zombies and money. That's a whole feeling, bro. When you can do that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm telling you, bro. So I just can't get into it. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't call somebody beta for doing it. But I will say somebody's beta of how much pride they take into it, because it is a submissive position.
Where AP at? Where AP at?
That's why I wanted them to stay on. Like, bro, oral sex is submissive.
Oh, somebody else. Who's that? Who said that? Was that you, LDA?
And another thing is usually in a lot of cases anyway is something that's not often talked about. Usually, oral sex is an indication of or having an oral fixation.
Mm.
But look though, see, boom. But see, guess what? It all boils down to me because that's how I get my fix. So the control is a part of the whole thing for me. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm pleasing a woman, like I say, I'm not a snake, bro. Like that don't turn me on. It don't turn me on. You know, like, but that's just me. I mean, obviously, I have done it, and I probably do it again in life. But it's nothing that I take pride on doing, or I don't be wanting to do it, and it ain't gonna be my wife because I'm not gonna get married. That ain't gonna happen. If it's popping like that, hey, boom. But it most likely not. But I ain't gonna never say never. But it's just not my thing. I don't get nothing from it, bro. Like I just.
I'm with you too, Afi. I'm with you 100%. Like even one of them was saying was like a couple guys said like maybe guys feel a certain way because they ain't good at it. I don't give a fuck if I'm good at it or not. Like I don't care. Like I'm just being honest. I don't care if I'm good at that or not. Like that don't bother me. If I may be trash, I don't care. Like so be it.
I'm good at everything else.
Right, because it's a whole level, right? Because it's a level to get to the point where you don't get a kick off. See, when you a type of nigga, bro, when you don't get a kick off pleasing the woman, then that's the level because it don't really matter to nothing else, bro. Like some niggas pride themselves on how good they can please the woman in bed and shit. I have done that at the same time, but I just pride myself on on the kind of interaction that I get and submissiveness and just how she could be one way. Now she with me, she this way. Because I done had a lot of sex already, bro. And sex is like either it's 1 through 20. You pick one. It's a 17. It's a 4. Every ass you didn't have one ass similar. You know what I'm saying? That's how come you can give fire game because every bitch that you meet is a copy of another one, right? So you met this one, boom. Oh, she seemed like 17A. Okay, it's that type of bitch right here. So now I'm gonna just do her like this because I done had 2 or 3 of them already. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this. So the whole thing about being beta about it. Now we know that beta, when we look at it in the terms of it, beta is when you're doing something to, or we can say to use to win that woman over. Will we agree with that?
Pandering.
Yeah, Lawrence, Lawrence, you like to do it probably.
Listen, my good brother. Listen, my good brother.
So the principles behind
listen, my good brother. Listen, my good brother.
Let's let our super friend Bridget talk, man. Go ahead.
So to beta is if you're doing it in the sense of this is what I'm doing to win this woman over. But if you use it as a tool to control, it's completely different. Now, I understand your point that some men do not like to do it and they don't have time to do it. I understand that. But what is your intent? That's what I want to get at on why you are doing it. That's what we need to get to the heart of the matter.
I see what you're saying, LD. I see this.
This how it gotta be for me, bro. Like I'm at a point in my life now, like it wouldn't be because like I'm in love and I want to like show her that I want to love her and be special. That wouldn't be the angle. It just had to be some nasty ass shit going down where it's like anything goes tonight. Then that vibe.
Yeah.
Fuck, we just doing it then. Let's go. Come on.
Not just doing it just because it's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I like what Afi said. Like I have the same type of mentality. Like I don't care about. That's when you hear me talking about it the way I do. It's like I literally don't care about pleasing. Oh, like I don't care about that. Like I've experienced women whose pleasure, and this is what I be trying to teach guys to get their game to be on this level to where a woman's pleasure comes from pleasing you. You see what I'm saying? Like I've seen a woman's pleasure comes from pleasing you. Like that's where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how that's the level that I'm on, and that's what I try to teach guys. Like I say, you do what you do if that's what you do, but that's just not. I don't have to do that, and I would advise a guy, especially a guy who don't got no game, who's new in the game, who don't have experience with women. I would advise him not to do it either because it is submissive. And when you submit to women, I don't care what nobody say. Oral sex is submissive either way. This is why a woman show you she's submitting to you. This is why she do it, right? Even if it's fake to try to manipulate you, it's a sign of submission on both ends. And when you submit yourself to women over time, it's cool. Okay, you do it here and there, whatever. But I believe that when you submit yourself over time, you're gonna have a lot of pushback. Now, if you don't have game to keep a bitch in check, it's a wrap for you. If you rookie and you don't know how to deal with women who pushing back in subtle ways because you submitting to her continuously, then you're gonna be out of gas. It's the same in a sense to where like how some niggas tell they following, you know, don't validate women, don't validate the women, don't validate women. That's a viable strategy for a rookie, right? Because you don't know how to look a woman in her face and say, baby, I love you, and then disappear for a couple days. You don't know how to do that. You don't know how to deal with what comes with that. Versus a player, I could look in a bitch face, RPC or a bitch face, say, I love you, baby. And we know how to deal with that. You see what I'm saying?